From the hallowed grounds of Fenway Park, the show has an AL East matchup. It's the New York Yankees and the Boston Red Sox. Biggest storyline coming into this one is how effective this team's starting rotation has been of late. They've been on an absolute tear, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, they've been lights out. It's almost like each starter's trying to outdo the last. Game after game, they're keeping opposing hitters just guessing up there at the dish. Can't wait to see if that momentum carries over to today.
First pitch coming your way next. So almost ready to get underway. And today's starting pitcher, Paul Skeens. But Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
And now, Paul Goldschmidt. That one in triple digits.
0-1's the count.
And there's a strike on the outside corner.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front. So off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
In the air, left field, down the line. And that's a foul ball.
100 miles an hour, foul that off. That's a good piece of swinging. I won't say hitting because he didn't get a knock, but a good piece of swinging to keep the at-bat alive.
Outside corner, got him looking. One down, here comes Cody Bellinger. That's in there. That's strike one. So Cody Bellinger went as a fourth-round pick by the Dodgers in the 2013 draft. How about this, though? His final year in high school, he hit just one home run.
I got a ball, one
out, bases empty. Fly ball to right. Abreu. He's got it, and there's two away. Okay, let's check out the lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Oh, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever if they do at all.
Two out, space is empty. Registers the punch out and hits 101. Down in order go the Yankees. And now the Red Sox get their turn. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here with my pal Singy. Our starter in this one, Marcus Stroman. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
Sneaks through, base hit.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. I know it was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. They used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Ground ball right side, could be two. Off balance
That's
speed, there's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Batting third, left fielder, Mike Trout.
And now batting, Mike Trout. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. And a foul ball.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
What a stop. There's one. Out. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. On to the second from Fenway Park. No score. New inning getting started. In now is the Yankees DH, Giancarlo Stanton. Skeens back to work. Stanton working through some struggles lately.
0-1.
Yeah, they say baseball is a game of failure, and that's true even for longtime major leaguers. Sometimes you'll have tough stretches just like this, but he's an experienced vet. He'll probably right the ship soon.
That one is absolutely belted. Makes the catch up against the wall.
It was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. He was hitless in 4 at-bats yesterday. And first offering is fouled off. On the ground to third. Over to first. Great pick.
Good stretch there to make the play. It looks like someone added a little yoga to their daily routine, if you ask me.
And up next for New York, Jason Dominguez. He swings and fouls one off.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
And down on strikes. And the Yanks go quietly. Yanks held in check. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back now at Fenway. We head to the bottom of the second. Stepping in, Alex Bregman. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. Foul ball there.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Next pitch is outside. When you look at the elite teams in the game right now, there is going to be the slug, no question about it. But the really good offensive teams combine slug with more contact, with less swing and miss. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Gets it to first. One up, one down. Next to hit, Roman Anthony. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
And a foul ball. Anthony recently earned Rookie of the Month honors. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Batting sixth, second baseman, Christian Campbell.
And the batter now, Christian Campbell. That clips the zone. 0-1. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. Nothing doing for the offense that time. We head on now to the top of the third. We're tied, 0-0. And we're back. Here's the catcher, Austin Wells.
Austin Wells.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
You know, these Yankees definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
2 strikes.
And that one is in the dirt. Now 2-2. Missed inside with the curve. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And that one is lifted in the air. And out number 1 on the grab. Oswaldo Cabrera, the next to hit. Homered last night. Added another hit as well. There's a strike. Top of the third, no score. That one fouled off. Swung on, broken back, grounder to third. On the run, sends it over to first, and they get the out.
Batting ninth, shortstop Anthony Volpe.
Now it's the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. And you played behind guys, and they loved having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
Count full.
What's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat.
And that is that. 9 straight retired here to start the game. No score. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers.
Abreu.
And that one fouled off. Abreu recently taking home Player of the Month honors.
And what a show he put on last month, Boog. Really impressive work at the dish, and I'm sure his teammates and the coaching staff appreciate it. Great having a bat like this in the lineup.
And a quick out, number 1.
Batting 8th, catcher Carlos Narvaez.
And here's the catcher, Carlos Narvaez. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller. That one way inside. Next offering is fouled back.
You come into the game knowing that unless the ball's in the dirt or gets by him, we're probably not going to steal anything today. So that's where you want to get a little more aggressive on your secondary lead and hope that some base hits, some slugs, some home runs can come into play. Well, I'll say this as a former position player and base stealer, when you come into a game and you've got a guy like this behind the dish with a big arm.
Oh, now this one's high and deep, way back there, on its way, gone. He circles the bases, his 9th homer of the year. It's 1-0.
Really impressive hitting the ball that far going into the wind. Nothing was going to stop it from getting over the wall. Sometimes a pitcher just has to tip his cap to the hitter. That was a really good sinker down and out of the zone. The place you want to miss, but the hitter looking down there clearly gets to it, and he gets it up in the air.
One down. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Marcelo Meyer. Just missed. Meyer with an uncharacteristic stretch of poor play lately. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Cabrera makes the grab, 2 down.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
Devers takes low, second trip to the plate in this one. And that one is downstairs. Yeah, that's ball 2.
Well, he gave up the home run earlier in this inning, not pitching as aggressively here.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. That's back. And it's out of here. Into the home bullpen for a homer. Rafael Devers rounds the bases. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add to their lead. It's 3-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. At this level, you got to be good. Sometimes you got to be a little lucky. That was a pretty nasty pitch. Sinker on the outside corner, but he did a great job of covering it, and he hit the ball out of the park.
Here's Mike Trout. He's 0 for 1. That one lined into left field, and that's base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
Here's Alex Bregman. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Makes the catch, inning over. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 3-0. Back after this on the show. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. And that's in for a strike.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
Struck him out looking.
Now there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Here comes Belly to take his
Cody
cuts.
Bellinger.
Flied to right his first time. That one at triple digits.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And
it looks like trouble. Now he'll turn for second. And it's a double. Their first hit in this one.
Everything came together for him. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. That's a hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score, and it's now a 2-run game.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Absolutely smoked that baseball. What a swing. Sent it out way faster than it came in, of course. 113 off the bat, and no matter where you hit it at that speed, it's tough to make a play on.
Runner on at first with one gone. And now Giancarlo Stanton. Fouled off. He was late. Stanton measures 6 feet 6 inches, 245 pounds. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Red Sox leading it by 2. Next pitch is outside. Swinging a foul straight back.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. Lead runner holds at second base. First and second with one down.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Fought off foul.
Nope, outside.
And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
In the dirt, and the count's even at 2. Now one missed. Jason Dominguez in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Red Sox by 2. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Ranging back. Bangs off the wall. 1 runs in. And the tying run puts on the brakes at third base.
These hitters today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Two on, 1 out. Now it's going to be Jason Dominguez. And there's a strike. Next offering is in for a strike.
I think ultimately you want to tie him off, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Traffic on the bases with 2 already in to score. Top half of inning number 4. And there's a ball. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Ground ball right side. Campbell tosses to first. Now 2 away as they get a run across. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And now the catcher comes up to him. Austin Wells.
1-0.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Abreu. And that's the third out. So they get 3 and draw even. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. All tied up at 3 apiece. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. Here's the center fielder, Roman Anthony.
Roman Anthony.
And that is out of play. Anthony turning some heads with this recent stretch of impressive play.
Lots of rookies can have a hot streak, but once the league gets a book on you, starts attacking you differently, things can shift in a hurry. I'm interested to see how he handles those adjustments.
That one ripped. Caught just shy of the wall.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
And there's a foul ball. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
0-2 is the count.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. One down, base is empty. Well struck, right field. That's back there. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double.
That was loud contact and a no-doubt double off the bat. I didn't know it was going to land in the bullpen, though, and he's really improving his accuracy out there. It's almost like he tried to do it.
Wilyer Abreu up next for the Red Sox. He's one of the best players in the game. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Here's the 0-2. On the ground to Jazz. In plenty of time to first. 2 away.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Line, and that's a base hit. In comes the runner from third, and it's an RBI single. It's 4-3.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Pitch was on the outside, didn't go the other way with it, but still a nice job of using the big part of the field to find a hole. No way he hits it that well if he hooks around the baseball bat.
And here is Marcelo Meyer. And that will end the inning. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now a 4-3 ball game. Back here at Fenway, digging in, Oswaldo Cabrera.
Oswaldo Cabrera.
He was late there, strike 1.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Clips the corner, and that is strike 2. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Here comes a pitch. Strike 3, 100 miles an hour from Paul Skeens.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Volpe takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. Just missed. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
2-2 count.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit, and he just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate. Started after it. Appeal to first. Did not go. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Line drive. Trout hauls it in to end the inning. The Yanks go in order. Score holds at 4-3. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Hitter, Kyle
Stroman back to work. Popped up to the left into foul ground. Wells on the move. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul. Schwarber with some impressive production lately.
You don't stick at the major league level unless you can string together consistently solid performances. Right now, he's showing us why he's lasted in the big leagues.
Oh, that's low.
Just missed. That's ripped to right down the line. Base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
He was all over that one. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
And here comes the Yankees manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. That's it for Marcus Stroman. And this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. So they bring on the veteran Fernando Cruz.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Devers now. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1.
Next offering is fouled back.
That's a ball.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
On the ground, 2 ball. Flips to second. That's 1. On to Goldschmidt. That's 2.
Very smooth on the feet to second right there. You gotta love that glove toss, Boog. You know, sometimes people think these guys are being a little flashy, but it actually can make more sense to do that than try to make a full transfer. And you gotta remember, these guys work on that play all the time, so it's in their back pocket whenever they need it.
Here's Trout.
Ball
First
1.
pitch misses. Trout with another scorching run of play lately.
We've gotten used to seeing him put together impressive stretches throughout his career, Boog. When he's going like he is right now, it's really fun to watch him.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Now batting, third baseman.
Now it's Alex Bregman.
Alex Bregman.
And first offering is fouled off.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Trout off of first with 2 away. Out to short. Volpe. They get the force. That is the inning. One left for the Red Sox, and it remains a 4-3 game. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Strike on the inside corner. And a strike right through there. That one at triple digits. And now 1-2.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
That's off the mark. It's 2-2.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
That one missing inside.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Aaron Judge in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Not in time. An infield knock to start the inning.
It doesn't really matter where you are in the lineup. Your job is to get on base and try to start a rally if you're leading off an inning. So an infield single does.
Bellinger goes. That's in for a strike. Throw there. Safe. And the tying run is now in scoring position.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
That one at triple digits.
He's clearly out there throwing pitchers' pitches in this situation. First base is open. He walks him. No big deal.
Out to center. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. He makes it to third. Good base running to move up with only one out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Giancarlo.
And now it's Giancarlo Stanton. That one catches the zone. That's strike one.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
In for a strike. And the count is 0-2.
0-2.
With the tying run at third, and we're in the top half of the sixth.
No,
and that one is inside.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
And it remains 2-2.
That's a really good take.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make swing and a miss. Strike three. That one came in at 99.
Well, this is where the team aspect really comes into play on the offensive side of the game, right? I mean, missed opportunity to tie it up with the runner at third, one out, couldn't put the ball in play. So now it's time to pick him up, and that's where good teams, they go to. They operate on this level of next man up. That mentality is what causes them to win series, get into the postseason, and that helps keep the energy. And
well, got to pause on that thought, as that'll do it for the inning. So one hit is all they get. We go to the bottom half of inning number 6. Bottom of the 6th inning. So stepping in for Boston, Roman Anthony.
Center fielder, Roman Anthony.
And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one.
Sometimes a hitter will go up there and guess, and it's not just pulling something out of the sky, but expecting, because of tendencies, a certain pitch in a certain location. He just guessed wrong.
Next offering is fouled back. Upstairs.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And now 2-2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. And the leadoff man aboard. Christian
Now
Campbell
batting.
up next for the
Second
Red Sox.
baseman,
1 for 2.
Christian Campbell.
Up and
Counts
in,
1-0.
and it's 1-0. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Strike in there. Save at second, and that was not close. Anthony leads off second with nobody out. That one the other way. Chisholm whips it to first. 1 away, bottom of the 6th. Wilyer Abreu up next for the Red Sox. This guy with big-time power and an elite defender. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Cruz.
0-1.
He's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts in a tough spot like this. That is a big-time benefit. And no swing, says Joe McDonald. 1 away with a runner at third here in the bottom of the 6th. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Now, as a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
Sets him down on strikes. Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone.
Just locked him up right there for the second out, and that's an at-bat he's probably going to be thinking about for a little while. Didn't pull the trigger. Not how you want to go down in an RBI spot, so now you got to hope your teammate behind you can pick you up.
And a big swing and a miss.
No
2
ball,
outs
2 strikes.
and 1 in scoring position. Foul ball, still 0-2. Hit in the air, center field. Bellinger under it. And the inning is over. So they can't do anything with the leadoff.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the Red
back.
Sox.
We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the
Number
mound.
83.
Brennan Bernardino.
And he's been hit pretty hard at times this year, so he's looking for better. Right now, giving up more than a hit per inning.
And that's outside.
That's just out.
So now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
To the right side, Campbell throws to first in time, and the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th. And now Austin Wells. Outside low, ball 1. Bernardino.
Ball 1, no
in his 3rd season, he features a sinker, a curve, a cutter, and he works in a slider. Holding on to a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Next offering is in
1
for
ball,
a strike.
2 strikes.
And that
Nope, that's
just
a ball.
misses.
Really good take,
2-2
especially with
count.
2 strikes.
Cut on and miss. Curveball struck him out. Chris, as we look back at the pitch sequence, he hadn't seen that curveball at all. How tough is it to adjust to something like that with a bunch of break when you haven't had a look at it yet?
Yeah, I mean, you're dialed up for something firm. You never want to take a called 3rd strike as a fastball, so you're going to be a little anxious before you recognize the pitch. And right there, clearly didn't see what was coming.
Cabrera in the box again, takes a strike. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. That one not close.
2 strikes.
And that is ball 1. That's inside.
Off the plate. Ball 2.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Looking to get the tying run on base. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And downstairs.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Swing and a miss, and that is that. 1, 2, 3, go the Yankees. Still down a run. It's 4-3. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Tim Hill.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
And first offering is fouled off. Foul ball. That one lifted to left. Dominguez makes the catch, and there's one gone. And Kyle Schwarber will come up. Not your prototypical leadoff guy. Gets on base, yes, but also some power.
Nope.
That's off the mark, and that's ball 1. He's a bullpen arm that keeps the ball in the ballpark. But obviously, out of the bullpen, you're looking to limit home runs.
Yeah, and that's why he's such a high-leverage arm. Just doesn't matter for him.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance, and it hits off the monster. It's a double. 3rd hit of the night for him.
This lefty matchup thing's not going so well.
1 out, runner at 2nd. Raffy coming to the plate now. He's already homered in this game. Yeah, that's fouled off. Schwarber, the runner at 2nd with 1 away. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. That missed by a lot. Yeah, the count 1 and 2. Stays alive. 1-run game. 1 out. 1 on. That misses. The count now 2 and 2. Left field, Dominguez pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Now batting.
Now Trout gets a chance to hit.
Mike Trout.
Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. Bellinger puts it away, and the inning is over. No runs, 1 hit, a double, no errors, and 1 man left. 8th inning coming up. The Red Sox 4 and the Yankees 3. Back here in Boston, and now the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. Bernardino back to work. Late swing, fouled off. The 0-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Lifted in the air, right field. Abreu. 1 away. And here's Paul Goldschmidt. 0 for 3 in this one. And that drops in for a strike.
Not many hitters go up there looking for an 0-0 breaking ball, but a good way for the pitcher to get ahead in the count.
Trying to hold a 1-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. Base hit, center field.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. You can't do much better than that on a pitch that far outside of the strike zone. Got him to chase on the 2-strike count, but he wasn't fooled. He hit that ball really well.
Here's Cody Bellinger. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. With a single base runner, because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Next offering in there for a strike. Now 2 balls and a strike. And that's down and away.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Dave.
Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. Grounder might be 2. Fired to second, and that's 2.
Pitcher made the pitch.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Scott Efron.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
On the ground to the left, Cabrera sends it to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Roman Anthony up next for the Red Sox. And first offering is fouled off. That one is blasted left field towards the monster. And it's off the green monster. The throw in, and he's safe. It's a wall ball double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Showed off some really nice oppo pop with that swing and just couldn't get it over the fence. But I absolutely love everything about that approach and the mechanics right there.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Hauls it in on the warning track. Grounder tags at second, and he's up to third safely with 2 gone. Wilyer Abreu now at the plate. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a 3-run game in the blink of an eye. This one in the air. And he makes the catch. And that'll do it. And the Red Sox leave 1. But they hold on to a 4-3 lead. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Andres Munoz.
Well, walks have been a big issue for him this year, so I expect these hitters to be patient up there.
Yeah, the hard-throwing righty trying to secure these outs against a potent Yankee lineup, and it starts with Aaron Judge.
1-0.
Yeah, Judge takes a strike. Not close with that one. 2-1. Ground ball right side, and it's just foul. That was close. Ripped on a line, reaching for it, and brings it in.
Well, off the bat, it looked like they might get that tying run on base, maybe even extra bases. No dice, though. A little unlucky on that one.
And that one fouled off. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone.
2 is the count.
Swings and misses, struck him out. And they're down to their last out.
Well, it gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters. And more recent years. I mean, with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult to get the barrel on.
Swing and a miss. 0-2. The Yankees down to their final strike. And that one a little below the knees. And that's ball one. Got it. And that is the ball game.
Well, they win the opener at home. First game of the 3-game series, and there's just such a good feeling when you're in your own ballpark. You're sleeping in your own bed. You're eating your clubhouse manager's food. Everything's right in your world, and they played like it today.
4-3 our final score. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.